Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in you. Got my nigga Ramon with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. It'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hockin' gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners, all them pussy niggas talkin' shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them, I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gut. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey.
Back row.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes. That's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair, or extended inches. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Runners on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My cold cabinet, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jits. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. There's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Waiting on this war in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart grip, my bow tie. Living in this world in my whole life, It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her. They don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that black work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op heard. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. You can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on this war in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this war in my whole life, my whole life.
Yeah. Cold shit.
Back row.
I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room and pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tenant truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, yeah, this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings all feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. At the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snakes, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse the imposter. She get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripe, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Niggas wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm World West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one with these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm World West, go to war with everybody.
Yeah. Here we go again. Another week, another night. This your boy, Precinct Officer of 50, Shalak Ya'ala, coming to you straight out of Northern Ohio. You're on mute.
It's your boy, Shalak. Shalak, this your boy, Malakama, coming out straight out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're here again for another Monday night history class. As you well know, unless you've been hiding under a rock by now, we are the ISUPK, where we started out of 1 West 125th Street up in Harlem, New York. Been around since 1969. And we out here heavy now. So all kind of states and cities near you. You want to get in these classes, you want to get in here in the ISUPK with your brothers and your sisters. The way you do it, you go into the ISUPK.com. Go in there, look for schools, click on the school, look for the city or state that you're in. There's a phone number on there. Call that number. Call that number, and whatever brother answer the phone, that's who you need to talk to. Get you set up. You come in here, start watching the classes, start coming to classes for 90 days. Mess around and get you a Hebrew name. And if you're going to come to class, please come dressed in all black. That's how we do it, just to get you started out in here. Precinct Officer Malakama, what's going on?
What's going on, Shalak? How you doing today?
Man, not bad, not bad. Just had a heavy load today at that damn slavery, man. Of course,
really?
Mondays is bad for me, real bad.
Yeah,
because Monday, like the type of job I got, it's like we don't work the weekend, so I got Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday work to do all on Monday when I come in there. So it'd be a heavy load. That's why sometimes I'll sneak up in there for a little bit on Sunday just to do a couple things to get the load down a little bit. But sometimes it don't even matter. You're gonna be hit either way it go. But other than that, I guess that's why it's called a slavery, right?
That's what it's called, a slavery. Hey, did you check out the Buckeyes this weekend?
Man, no, that made me so mad, man. But I watched the game back again. I was mad as hell, obviously, because I want to win because I believe we're the best team in the country. But Indiana has something to say about that Saturday. You know what I mean? We couldn't do that with them. The coach brought out his coaching hat, man. And all the stuff that worked for us great, he shut down. We couldn't run on them, Harley. They could run on us. And then when we do try to tackle their doggone running back, he's scheming out, the quarterback scheming out and throwing the ball downfield to his receivers. So well played game plan they did. But, I think we needed this as the Buckeyes. Remember last year we lost to Michigan. We came back in. Came back in the playoffs, a completely different team.
That's right.
So sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need that little kick to us just to get us on the up and up. I hate it though because they put us in a bad bracket now. Because you know, we got to play the winner out of Georgia, and I forget who Georgia got to play. But you know, Georgia gonna win. Georgia just mollywhopped Alabama Saturday.
They did. I watched that game too.
Yeah. So when they win, we're gonna have to play them. We get a bye week, so we're gonna have to play them. And see, now Indiana, since they beat us, they get to play the winner out of like Tulane and Oklahoma. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Easy schedule now, huh?
Yeah, man. Which they deserve it because they got the number one seed.
They played well though. I mean,
yeah,
it was kind of even, but I think Indiana, their defense played a little bit better than. Well, I know they did. They played a lot better defense because they had no. Ohio State had no answer.
No answer. We couldn't run on them.
That fourth down play,
right?
Crazy. He caught that pass.
And what's crazy too is like our beast receivers couldn't get nothing off on them. Especially Smith, Jeremiah Smith. They that coach said, that defense coordinator was like, hey, if we're gonna get beat today, it won't be by him. We double team that cat.
Beat us in the run game, but they shut the run game down.
Like the run game down.
They was well.
Hey, that team is they're a lot better than what I thought they were. I had to take my hat off to them, man.
Right.
The Indiana boys is real.
Yeah, but Ohio State still could have won that game.
Yeah, we could have won that game. I still think we're the best team in the country, man.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's all right. We still got time to prove it.
Right. Well, if that don't do it, we still got the Browns.
Well, that's a whole nother story in itself, right? we got Shador. That's who I watch him for.
Shador. Yeah, Brown man.
The guy who should have been first round, first pick, got picked in the 5th round, and he coming out here letting niggas know what time it is. And I he ain't letting. They tried to break him. They tried to break his soul.
Well,
but they ain't understanding. So there he is. Who we got in the chat right here? See, I got my rib. Naamashah. All right. Oh, I see your rib. Not a bar. Checking in on the 1-2s in the chat. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome to Monday Night History class. We have a special class for everybody tonight. When everybody tune in, we're gonna see what we're gonna talk about. A very popular topic going on. People, a lot of people out here just think you can date who you want to date, do what you want to do when you want to do it. That's what happened when you ain't up under the Most High. You ain't up under his law, statutes, and commandments. See, you can willful sin, but people don't, at the same time, these people out here willful sinning, and they don't realize that there's a cost for that. There's repercussions for that. Like on that movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin, he said, hey, man, it's repercussions and consequences for that. That's what it is. When you're an Israelite, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we're Israelites. And when you're an Israelite, we held to a higher standard because we've been chosen and set apart by the Most High God. And there's things we can't do that we ain't allowed to do that's forbidden for us to do. And when we decide that we are going to try to do it anyways, you may get away with it the first couple times. You may get away with it 100 times. But at some point, it's going to be some repercussions and consequences for you. And I hate to be you on that side if that's the case. I started realizing that before I came into the truth. Like, man, damn, some of the stuff I done did, I repented from that. And I came in here, man, and I'm like, I got to be up under the Most High, man. I got to be up under one body. And I found that real truth, and it's in the ISUPK. And I know brothers going to hold me to the fire if I get out of line with anything. And just being a man, a real man, a righteous man, I respect that and want that to better my life. You understand? And that's what people need to pick up on. That's why some people run from the ISUPK. They want to get into other fake groups because they let you get away with murder.
Yeah, they do.
What you think about all that, sir?
Well, I was just thinking of the things I did before, came into the truth, and the things I knew that was wrong that I did do anyways. But I did my thing, not too much, but I didn't really deal with the other nations as much. I didn't really care about them.
Right.
remember I went to Perry School,
Right.
so you know what I was dealing with, right?
Oh, for sure.
So they let me know who I was at all times.
Oh yeah.
You can entertain us, but you still up.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I think I see the brother Bakayar.
Come on.
The brother Bakayar.
Come on.
Bakayar up in here.
Come on with it.
Come on, brothers.
Shalom, man.
Come on.
What's
Put your
going on?
headpiece, brother. Put your headpiece on.
Yeah, let me get my headpiece on.
The brother Bakayar that popped up on us.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh, it's going on tonight.
It might go down.
It might go down. That's real talk, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that school, like, yeah, I know that school you went to, man, back in high school.
Yeah.
Suburban, man. All them damn Edomites every damn where.
Mm-hmm.
I know how that is for sure. What's going on? What's good with you? You Tawab, Bakayar?
Tawab, brother. Just them 12 hours on my back. Just woke up.
Beating you down.
Yep.
Yeah, man, them boys is crazy, man. I was just before you came in, I was just pointing out how well, it's gonna be a special class tonight. Is obviously you probably see the title, Neither Shalt Thou Make Marriages with Them. A lot of people are like, what are you talking about? With them? Who is them? We can get into that in a minute. But I was just saying, like, a lot of people out here think they can date whoever they want to date, marry who they want to marry, do what they want to do, because that's how it's been for so long. And that's how it is when you don't have the Most High, when you ain't living up under his law, statutes, and commandments. And I was just making a good point. I'm like, if you're an Israelite, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, that can't go down like that. Especially once you learn who you are and once you really learn what you're about. We've been set apart. We are separate people. And that means holy. We are holy people. And when you in that position, this is why we've been going through these curses. This is why when hurricanes come, they destroy whole places where we reside at. This is why cops putting their knees on our neck. This is why we get murked out here left and right. This is why crazy stuff keep happening to us. We were the last one, first one fired, last one hired at jobs. You understand? Because we out here trying to do our own thing when there's been rules and regulations set in place. And those rules and regulations is the law, statutes, and commandments that we got completely away from for centuries. And it's time to come back in on that, man, and really adhere to the Most High. He the last one we want as our enemy, man.
Khan out of Khan.
Yeah. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Really nothing else to add on it. You hit it spot on.
Khan. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this try to get these slides pulled up to the stage. Uh-oh, that ain't the one I want. Let's remove that one. And let's add this one. Go back over here. Can y'all see that good?
Yeah, neither shall thou make marriages with them.
Neither shall thou make marriages with them. What's that mean to y'all?
Exactly what it says. Don't marry him.
He got
Can't use their comb. You can't bring them on.
Damn right. Damn right.
Around the bush on that one, Bakia. Straight
Hey, see all y'all tuning in? I told you about ISUPK. We on these law, statutes, and commandments. We automatically know out the gate what that means. Yeah. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. I know you're saying them. Who is them? Yeah, that's good. The brother answered the question. So the message from the Most High for Israel is to not marry into other nations.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna get into what some of them other nations is. You got something to say on that real quick before we do that, Priest and Officer Malakama?
No, just like you say, hey, I want to be like Baka, straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Don't marry the other nations. You shouldn't be marrying them.
Straight to the point.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait till we get into the class a little bit before I inject.
Now, before I go further and go into the next screen, we get to talk about who these other nations is and all that. Can one of you brothers pull up It just popped in my head. I want to pull this up. Pull up Genesis 25th chapter. I'm really looking for the 23rd verse, but just to add context, go to verse 21.
The two nations?
Yes, we're going to get into that.
Oh, okay.
Genesis 25, and then we want to hit 23, but verse 23, but let's go up to verses to verse 21 just to get some context to the brothers and sisters tuning in.
Genesis 25 verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord of his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah his wife conceived. Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her.
Who struggled?
The children struggled together within her.
Keep going.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. Now,
what you read right here before we get into the magical scripture of verse 23. Rebecca she got two babies in her stomach, and they said they used the word struggle, right? These babies, they're at the fetus stage, and they're in the belly going at war with each other. And so she had to ask the Lord, why is this happening to me? Can you give me some kind of insight? Please, Lord. Go ahead, sir.
Genesis 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
How many nations?
2 nations are in thy womb. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from the bowels. And one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger.
Now, that's real heavy right there. See this? When you go back and you see, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Priest and Officer Bakiar answered it. You know who them are. We're going to get into it. But the message is from the Most High for Israel to not marry or even deal with other nations, right? But in this verse right here, verse 23, the Priest and Officer Malakama just read for you. He didn't stutter not one bit. It says, and the Lord said unto her, talking to Rebekah, you got 2 nations in your womb, 2 nations in your belly, 2 manner of people, not the same people, 2 different people, 2 different nations. See that? So not only do he not want you to marry and deal with these other nations, because they was in the womb with his nation, which is Jacob, he didn't even want them to be together in the damn womb. He wants you separate, split apart. We've been set apart, like I was saying, as Deuteronomy 7:6 says. We are to be separate from these people. You've seen it in the womb. 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Jacob was the younger. Esau was the older. We're going to get into that. Y'all asking yourself, man, who is Jacob? Who is Esau? We're gonna show you better than we tell you. Let's move on. Y'all see that screen good?
I can see it. I'll read it.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Who are examples of the other nations? Edom, the so-called white man.
Yep.
Moab.
So Edom, he said, was the so-called white man, right? Notice in parentheses right there, you see that Edom is Esau. Esau is one out of those 2 babies that was in Rebekah's stomach. We're going to get to the other one in a little bit. Keep reading, sir.
Moab, Chinese.
Another nation.
Ammon, the Japanese, so-called Japanese.
Another nation.
Ishmael, everybody know who this is for some strange reason, but they don't know who Esau is. Ishmael, the Arabs.
Another nation.
Elam, East Indians.
Another nation.
Japhet, the Polynesians, Eskimos, Samoans, Hawaiians, Aborigines of Australia.
See that? These are all other nations, and we're going to keep going. These are all other nations that we are not to marry, not to deal with sexually or anything like that. Keep going, sir. Salakia.
Okay. Ham, the so-called Africans.
Another nation.
Mizraim, Egyptians.
Another
Canaan,
nation.
South Africans. Cush, the Ethiopians.
Mhm.
Put, Libyans.
Mhm.
Gomer, France.
Mhm.
Magog, Russia.
Mhm.
Javan, Greek Isles.
Mhm.
Ashkenaz, Germans.
Mhm.
Spain, Spaniards.
Mhm.
Kittim, Italians.
Italians. All 17 or 18 of them nations right there that Preaching Officer Malakama just went over. Those are the nations that right here, hold on. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. This is that message, like I said, from the Most High for Israel, as in Israelites, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to not marry into those other nations that we just went through. Now, let's see who Israel is. Now, you heard me say Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let's get in a little deeper with that.
Who are the 12 tribes of Israel today? Judah, the so-called American Black Negroes, African Americans.
So what you can see right here on this screen, myself and these two brothers right here that's on here with me, we are from the tribe of Judah. Judah is that other child that was in Rebekah's stomach along with Esau, who came from Edom, right? Those were the two nations split apart in the womb. So people say, well, if they was in the womb the same time as you, that mean y'all twins, that mean y'all brothers. I'm gonna tell you one more time. They have been separated from the bowels in the womb. The Most High put two babies in Rebekah's stomach, and even though they have the same mother and same father, made Esau a completely different nation than what we are. And people say, well, that can't happen. Well, with the Most High, all things is possible.
That's right.
You got something to say on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna read that again so it's sinking good. Genesis 25 and 23. You guys can write that down out there in TV world. And the Lord said unto her, two nations, that's plural, are in thy womb, and two manner of people. These two people are going to be different. This is what the scripture is saying. So there's two manner of people, and they should be separated, not joined.
Kind out of one kind.
Like as you see, as we talk about, or you hear it so much, that we should all come together. God said no. He tells you no. Even when we go into the story of the Tower of Babel, the land of confusion, babbling, the language, a language barrier God had put so the people don't come together. And, you know, he always wanted us to be separate, all nations.
Damn right, sir.
So I'm going to yield on that part right there. We can finish.
Okay, we continue these 12 tribes and let the people know.
Okay. Benjamin, West Indians, the Blacks, Jamaicans, Trinidadians.
And there's more. And I just didn't list them all. But, you know, everybody in the West Indies pretty much is the tribe of Benjamin. Salakia, sir, go ahead.
Okay. Levi, the so-called Haitians, Ephraim, Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, Cubans, Simeon, Dominicans, Lebanon,
Zebulon.
Zebulon. I don't know where I had a little moment for there. Zebulon, Guatemalans, Panama, and the Mayans.
Yep, otherwise known as the Mayans.
Gad, Native American Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Reuben, the Seminole Indians.
Let's keep going.
Asher, Colombian to Hungary.
Yep, Uruguay.
How you say that again? Uruguay? That's how
Uruguay.
you pronounce that?
Yep, Uruguay.
Boy,
other words known as the Incas.
The Incas. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Issachar, Mexicans, Aztecs.
Popular one right there.
Yeah, kind of. Naphtali, the Argentinian, Chile.
And Chile. So people don't be surprised. Go ahead, sir. What would you about to say?
Real quick, the Aztec, and wasn't that movie Apocalypse Now? Was those the Aztecs?
I believe so.
The ones that were chopping their heads off, and
chopping their heads off. Much like Columbus and the conquistadors and all them damn Spaniards did to our brothers, tribe of Gad, who was the native North American Indians, chopping their heads off and doing crazy stuff like that. See, these movies don't do nothing but play out all this crap that they done did before to us. Mm-hmm. And you wonder why the Most High said, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. But go ahead, sir.
No, that's it. I was just wondering about that.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing that movie and it just popped in my head where they were dressed in, they had blue paint on their bodies or something. They were trying to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what that was. Because those Aztec, the Aztecs, they made those pyramids, right? Those pyramids.
Right.
And they would worship, they were in the sun worship.
Kind out of one kind.
Okay.
That was it.
Yeah, I said that because you talked about how in the movies they put little truths in all the movies for some strange reason.
Oh yeah. They'll put it in there, and you just gotta pick up on it. You gotta pick up what they laying down. But just to the viewers watching, all of those that you've seen, Priest and Officer Malaka Marid with those 12 tribes of Israel, we are not to marry or even deal with other nations on no kind of relationship levels. They are forbidden to us. Now, within these 12 tribes, we can either stay with our tribe or you can go marry into another tribe, as long as it's all in the nation of Israelites. You understand? You can do that. Go get you a Mexican sister, and sisters, you get you a Mexican brother or a Colombian brother or a Colombian sister, or on and so forth, Jamaican or Haitian. Stay within the tribes. That's what the Most High is saying. That's why he's saying, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. He's talking to the Israelites, these 12 that you've seen the priest just read. We are not to marry and deal sexually or anything like that towards any of those nations that you heard him read about. We stick to our own nation. That's what we're supposed to do. Now, I know some people watching who may be tuning in for the first time and saying, well, man, that's pretty racist, man. I mean, if you love somebody, man, love is love. No. Most High, and we're going to get to the scripture. That title of this class, neither shalt thou make marriages with them, that's actually in one of the first scriptures we're going to go into a little bit later on. He didn't say, neither shalt thou make marriages with some people. You can do it with some people here and there outside of your nation. No, he said, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. All of those other nations, we are not to make marriages with, deal with sexually, any of that. Go into it. I don't want y'all to take my word for it. Salakia, sir.
Yeah. Piggyback on there on what you're saying. You look at God, the Most High's creations. That's how He made it. That's how He always wanted. You look at the animals. They don't consort because the scriptures tell you they consort of their own kind. The other animals, they don't crossbreed with each other. They have no relations with each other. That's God's creation. So are the animals races? Or is that just part of God where He created? You're trying to go outside of what God had established when you do that, because the animals, they're in tune with God. They know not to do that.
Damn right.
They have no interest in each other.
They stick to the script.
Like
I have always been. Let's see what we got next here.
So Israelites cannot marry other nations, but they can marry within the other 12 tribes.
Yep. Like I just said, we showed you who the 12 tribes was. We showed you the other nations. Now, what's that mean? This
future Mike, you make a lot of noise in the background. Thank you. This is unlawful. Israelites cannot date other nations.
Now, see what you got here? What you have here is, and I can make this bigger if y'all can. You see that picture good? Can both of y'all see that picture good?
You can unmute, Brock. Y'all just when you're making a lot of noise, just mute up.
Yep. So y'all both can see that picture good?
I can see it. That's John Legend, isn't it?
Yeah, that's John Legend, his wife Chrissy Teigen, and you got this Zoe Saldana.
That's the sister. Is that a sister? One of our sisters?
That's a sister.
Right. She played in Columbiana, right?
Columbiana, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. You know Bacchiard, no, that's the movie here.
Right there. I forgot the movie.
I am too, but he got me beat. I ain't gonna lie.
He
got me beat, man. I used to think I was. He got me beat.
Got you.
But the sister, beautiful sister, man.
Yeah,
Zoe Saldana. But obviously she don't want nothing to do with us. This sister is Dominican, right?
She Dominican?
Which is what? Simeon, I believe.
Yeah.
She's from the tribe of Simeon. She's Dominican sister. And she went on and married this white dude, man, white Italian cat. This is an Italian dude. This Marco Perego, whatever the hell his name is.
Wasting all that good box on this key.
Giving it up to the white boy.
Yeah, go give it to him. He ain't gonna get it
right. Now, Israelites cannot date other nations. See, she's in danger right now. She's in danger. Now you go over to the right, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. Now, John Legend obviously is a brother, right? He's from the tribe of Judah. She is not of our kind, Chrissy Teigen. Her mother is Thai, and her father is a Swedish dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Sweden, and he got some Norwegian in him. So that's definitely unlawful for both Zoe and for John Legend. Let's keep going.
It is unlawful. Israelites cannot date other nations. We got
Alexis Ohanian and Serena the Goat Williams at tennis. This sister just said, I'm giving all y'all brothers up. I want the white boy. He went with the white boy. Damn shame, man.
That's a shame. She let that Edomite pollute her womb.
Yeah. And got kids by him now.
Yeah.
She's stuck now. She's stuck now.
Yeah.
Now over here to the, what'd you say, sir?
She gone.
Gone. Look over here to the right. We got one of the GOAT actors out here, man. One of the guys that paved the path for all the great actors, the Denzels and everybody else that come along after him. Sidney Poitier. This brother is from the Bahamas. He a Bohemian brother. Mom and dad is Bohemians. And he hooked up with this white broad. You hooked up with the white broad, and you could get any dude, any chick that you want. I mean, any girl you want in Hollywood or outside of Hollywood, you go and go get your white broad. And as you can see, they got 2 daughters together. And she is definitely an Edomite for sure. She's from Edom. She's of that other nation that was in the womb with us that's separated. Let's keep going. And some of these people gonna get mad at.
This is unlawful. Israelites cannot date other nations.
Here we go again.
And Grace Hightower.
Hightower is a sister. She's a sister, tribe of Judah. And then you obviously know what Robert De Niro is, Italian white man. That's what he is. Eve Jeffers and her little billionaire husband, she married quite a few years ago. Now this chick, Eve, everybody know who Eve is, man. Come from the Rough Riders, the rap group. She a rapper, actress, pretty good actress too, might I add. Right. This sister went on and married this white man. Ain't never been a white man a day in her life. Then hooked up with this dude after all that growing up in Philly. She from North Philly. You know how they get down in Philly. And she came up and married this dude, man. She chasing that bag. It's kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy to me. Let's keep going.
Now, this is lawful because neither parties are Israelites.
And we have Iman and David Boyd. Y'all go on and ride off to the sunset. Iman, beautiful sister, beautiful lady, not a sister of ours. This sister is like Ethiopian or something like that. And this guy here is just a straight up white dude. And then over here, you have one of them famous twins. Y'all know who they are, the Mari twins. This is Tamara. She's a white girl. Yeah, I know what some of y'all saying that ain't Israelites. Man, that's a sister, man. She cute sister, her and her sister, right? No, sir. Their father is a white man from Germany. He's a German, married to their mother, who's a sister, right? So their mother is a sister, but she's not. And she married a white boy. So she married into her own kind. So she can have at it. This is lawful. Uh-oh.
Now, this is lawful because neither party are Israelites.
Woo, people getting mad at me now. Come on, brother. That's Tracy Ellis Ross. That's Diana Ross' daughter. Yeah. And Diana is a sister. But she's not. Her daddy a white boy. Diana liked them white boys. Man, a lot of her kids is by them white men. She blew up, started going to them white dudes having babies, except for the one she had, the first one she had by Barry Gordy. That's that. Now she's a Judite, her first daughter. But then Tracy here and some of her other siblings, they white, they Edomites. And as you can see, she hooked up with Boo. A lot of y'all probably don't even know who Boo is. That's Akon's brother. You know that I'm locked up. Everybody know who Akon is. African brother from Senegal, right? This is his brother right here, Boo. Boo is a famous manager in the industry, in the music industry. He managed a bunch of different people. I think one of the people he was who was he managing before? I'm trying to remember who he was managing. I can't really remember, but he an African cat from Senegal. Them two can ride off into the sunset. They're not Israelites. And over here, this is going to make a whole lot of people mad, especially a whole lot of people that love to keep up with the queen and the prince and the princess and all that. This is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, people saying, man, hold on. Meghan Markle is a sister. Meghan Markle is not a sister. Her dad looked just like her husband right here in this picture, except for worse. And he's just a straight up redneck white dude. Redneck white dude, straight up. And he didn't have nothing. And see, what's crazy, years ago, her dad moved to Mexico. So they start telling people, well, she's Mexican and black because her mother's black.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they say her dad's Mexican. No. Once you do the research, her dad is not Mexican. Her dad's a straight up redneck white dude. Go look him up. You'll find out what he is. And her mom hooked up with him and had her. So she is not a sister for our sisters out there that like to keep up with her and be cheering her on with this white boy. Just want y'all to know that. I'm just telling the truth. Don't get mad at me. Let's keep going. Now, this is lawful because neither party are Israelites. Dirk Nowitzki, y'all know who that is, a famous basketball player from Dallas Mavericks. His wife, Jessica Olsen, neither one of them is Israelites. I think she like something, she African, somewhere from Africa, mixed with something else from somewhere else in Africa, I believe as well. But then you got over here, Oil Parker and Thandie Newton. Now, Thandie Newton is a beautiful sister, as we all can see, but she's not a sister. She's not a sister. Her father is a white man from Europe, and her mother is like from like Zimbabwe or somewhere like that in Africa. One of them countries in Africa is where her mother resides. So Yeah, she's definitely not a sister. So these people, they're not breaking the law of the Most High. Now, Bakiyar, can you read that?
Yeah, I can take over the reading out of line if you want.
Khan.
When did America allow interracial marriages? June 12, 1967, Supreme Court declared interracial marriages nationwide after the landmark Loving versus Virginia decision. They declared state laws banning such marriages unconstitutional, striking down the remaining what is that? Anti
It's a
what?
miss. Let me read it.
Yeah,
Missignation.
miscegenation laws that had previously criminalized unions between different races across many states.
See that? So, all you people out there, man, we can marry who we want to marry. We can be with who we want to be with, right? Not listening to the Most High God, right? Doing your willful sinning, right? Even here in this country, this old good old racist ass America, right? You couldn't even be with no white woman if you're black or whatever color. You couldn't be with them until 1967. That's like a whole 58 years ago that this has been allowed in court due to that. The one lady with the last name Loving. Oh, I think it was a guy with his last name Loving.
Yeah,
He
they
married
made a movie about that too.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
seen that movie.
Yeah.
So when they went to court about that, they finally won that, and then they started allowing people to get married. So I just want y'all to see. Y'all always saying you can marry who you want to marry. You can be who you want to be with. It's your decision. Love is love. Well, we're gonna find out tonight that the Most High feels differently. I don't want y'all to take my word for it. I just don't play with the Most High. That's all. We're gonna see what that's about. Let's keep going. You need that bigger, or is that good?
A little bit bigger.
Let's see if we get it bigger for you. Is that good?
That's good. The Loving case in 1958, Mildred and Richard Loving, a white man and a black Native American woman, were married in Washington, D.C., but were charged with violating Virginia's anti-miscegenation law upon returning home. Their case eventually reached the Supreme Court, challenging these laws under the 14th Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
National impact. This decision effectively legalized interracial marriages across entire United States, overturning bans in the remaining states.
Now, pause there for a second. Now, you see this? They were actually banning people when people were sneaking to get married. They were actually banning them and letting you know that these people didn't play that. Even white folks, they didn't play that back then. They couldn't stand seeing somebody married to them that wasn't white. And you know what? That's one thing I agree with them on.
Con.
One thing I agree with them on, but keep going, bro. I think we had national impact.
Yeah, national impact. This decision effectively legalized interracial marriages across the entire United States, overturning bans in the remaining states. So America allows interracial dating, even though they say they are one nation under God. Question is, what God? Because the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the Bible forbids interracial dating that involves Israelites to marry other nations. Remember, the Israelites are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Native Indians. What Bakiyar just said and read right there was real heavy. He said, question is, they're under God. What God? He said, because the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the Bible forbids, does not allow interracial dating, marriages, any of that stuff that involves Israelites to marry other nations. We are Israelites. We're the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians of this land. If you're looking at this and you're reading this, you are not to date other nations unless it's inside of your nation. Let's keep going. Now, on this one right here, this is Dr. Umar says that blacks dating other races is detrimental to our future. Now, the question is, why? Now, before we continue going on, I put this in here because this is one thing that I actually agree with Dr. Umar on. Now, he got a lot of other stuff he on, that Pan-Africanism and all that crazy shit that he on.
Right.
I ain't with none of that.
Right.
I would never send my son to his school learning that bullshit. So that's a whole other story for another day.
God.
And but that ain't what we're here to talk about. But what the brother said was heavy. Because one thing about the brother, he is a very intelligent brother. He got his own little mission on things in life, away from the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, who he should be up under because he's a Judite. And we're going, that's something he got to figure out. But it's something that he said that was real heavy, and I had to add it in on these slides. Let's get to these, Bakiar. Let me make that bigger for you.
Kind out of a con. Financial and generational wealth transfer. Johnson contends that marriage is fundamentally an economic institution. He argues that when wealthy black individuals marry non-black partners, often citing black men marrying white women, their accumulated wealth and estate will eventually be inherited by the non-black spouse, thereby leaving the black community and failing to fund black institutions or communities.
See that? So when he's saying, if we mess around and go ahead and marry this Becky, right? Or if Shaquita or Tamika or somebody go on and marry Bobby, right? And you mess around, hook up with them, you pass away, something like that. All the stuff that you done gained and earned that you would ordinarily leave back for your family to stay in your own community is going over to theirs. Keep going.
Racial solidarity and cohesion. He promotes the idea that all other ethnic and racial groups practice monogamy, marrying within their group to maintain group unity and strength, and that black people should do the same. He views marrying outside the race as lack of loyalty to one's culture and the black struggle against systemic racism.
Now, I cannot agree more with that brother, Dr. Umar Johnson. I can't agree more than what he just said right there. And I heard him say this on the Breakfast Club before many times. And every time he said, I start clapping, because we really need to look at this. People don't look at how this can destroy us as a people if we continue on that path of going outside of what the Most High said and hooking up with these other nations. Okay, go ahead, Bakio.
Psychological impact and self-hatred. Johnson suggests that some black men date white women as a form of surrender to white America or due to internalized self-hatred resulting from embedded societal stigmas that portray black features as inferior.
That is real heavy right there. I had to put that in here so y'all can see, man. This brother's a psychiatrist. He's a psychiatrist and not a psychiatrist. What is he? A school psychologist. That's what he is. He's a school psychologist. Salakia. So he's very intelligent, very smart. People can say what they will about him with the whole Pan-African American, the whole school he has and all this other kind of stuff. That's cool. Keep clowning him on that till he get it rolling, right? But one thing you can't clown him on is his education and his mind. The brother is very deep, very intelligent, and he make valuable points. You got something to say about this, Priest Officer Malakama, before we move on?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. Let's go to this next one here. Uh-oh.
availability of black partners. He points out that black women are the largest population of unmarried women and believes black men should prioritize building families with them rather than seeking partners from other racial backgrounds.
See, and this is to the 12 tribes of Israel. We showed who the 12 tribes of Israel are, which is the makeup of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We have to do this. And for you guys that's on the 12 tribes chart that we broke down, and you saying the word black here, we're referring to everybody on the chart, really. You know, people call us all our names. We black, we this, we that, whatever. But we talking about everybody on the chart. And this thing right here, Dr. Umar breaking down, is heavy. He pointing out how these black women are the largest population of unmarried women and believes that the black men should prioritize building families with their own, building families with our sisters, rather than seeking partners from racial backgrounds, other nations. It's almost like he read this Bible. It's almost like he did. Let's keep going. Now, go ahead, Bakiar.
Okay, key trends by group, approximate 2015 through 2017 data. Native Americans' highest rates, women slightly more likely to intermarry, 61% than men, 54%. Asians, high rates, especially women, 36% of Asian women married outside their race versus 20% of men. Hispanics, similar rates for men and women, around 26 to 28% intermarried.
Hispanics, you're Israelites. You're not supposed to do that. Keep going, Bakiar.
Blacks, significant gender gap. 24% of black men married outside their race compared to only 12% of black women, lowest of any group.
Blacks, you Negroes out there, marrying these other folks and not your sister. You got some fine ass women in our community. You got fine ass women on the whole 12 chart. You trying to go outside of a black sister, which you never should do. That's the finest woman on the earth. You go inside them 12, man. I broke it down to you. You can get you a Puerto Rican chick. You can get you a Dominican chick. You can get you a Jamaican. You can get you a Haitian. You can get you a Cuban. Yeah, I mean, we can keep going, man. It's so many to choose from. And you gonna choose these white brides? Choose these African brides? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's right, Salat. I mean, really, what's better? I mean, who sing, who cook, who dance better? I mean, the finest sisters that you're gonna meet is the 12 tribe chart. I mean,
damn
really,
right.
Personally, me, I'm not saying that because I know who I am. I never found the other nations interesting, to be honest. They're bland, but I got a scripture for you. I'm gonna give you Matthew's 5:13. Okay, Matthew's 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost their savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men.
Heavy.
This is talking about the Israelites. We are the salt. We're the flavor of the month of the year.
Damn right.
This is what God is saying about you. How favorably He's speaking about you, but you lost your savor because you joining other nations, which is not a people. You are the people. You're the flavor. Everybody watches you, what you do, and how you behave. You sag your pants, they sag their pants. Whatever you do, they follow. And you, instead of you being the leader, you choose to be trodden down underfoot by men.
Damn
That's
right.
the scripture says.
That's heavy. That's a heavy scripture right there. It's funny because I was just getting ready to say we the salt of the earth, and you went right to it. See, Great
That's the
minds think
spirit.
alike.
That's the spirit there, Shalak.
Kind out of one kind, sir. That's heavy right there.
Yes,
Real
sir.
heavy. Could have said that better, my doggone self. I think we got one more on there, Bakiar.
Whites, lower rates, similar for men, 12%, and women, 10%.
That's just we gotta change this. Let's get back bigger here. Go ahead, Bakiar.
Hispanic white is the most common type of interracial marriage in the United States. Asian white is the next most common.
Mm-hmm.
Factors and nuances. Gender gaps, strong gender differences exist, particularly for Black and Asian newlyweds, as shown above. Generational differences. Some data suggests younger generations, Gen Z, might be slightly less open to dating outside their race than millennials, though they show more openness to diverse sexual orientations. Geographic hotspots, areas like Hawaii and California have historically high rates of intermarriage.
See that? People just do what the hell they want to do. And that's fine if you're not Israelites. Because that's what y'all do. You don't have to adhere to our God because you're not our people. You understand that? So you can just keep on doing what you're doing. Now, these same people that do this stuff that's not Israelites, they're the first ones to tell you that Jesus loves everybody. God loves everybody. That's what they tell you. And you think he loved you when you continuously defy everything that he says. If you want to be under him and have a place to come into the kingdom so you can work for us, you got to listen to every damn thing that he say. You got to be up under them laws, statutes, and commandments. Or you just going to be on the outside. And that's just how it's going to be. And you're going to be put to death. That's just how it's going to be. So you got to follow these things if you're trying to follow our God.
Yes, sir.
And to our people that's in Israel, as far as Israelites go, and we've been telling you all night, it's the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We have to stick to these laws, statutes, and commandments. And it says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them other nations. Salakia, sir, you had something to say?
Yep, I got this. If you say what the UPK, what the Israelites, what we teach that is racist, then God is racist then. So you have to agree to what the Most High say. I got Deuteronomy 28, verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If thou hearken unto thee. So the scripture is saying God made you to be the head. So if you're saying we're racist, we're reading the Bible, God's racist then, because we're obeying what the Almighty say. And he says we should be above, not beneath. So we should not have no I'll pull that scripture later on, but we should have no relations with the other nations. Doing commerce and trades and things, those things are okay, but we should not be making marriage because God forbids it. So if we're racist, then God's racist.
Damn right, sir. And guess what? I might have that scripture in here. We might have it. We'll see.
Okay, that's why I slowed down, because I know how you think.
I might have it in there.
I didn't want to jump the gun. That's why I said later.
Yep.
Because I know what you said somewhere.
What you said was real heavy. That was heavy right there. Let's see. We got through to this one, I believe.
Yes.
So let's here we go. Here in class. Now, how do you feel about, and I'm talking to you two brothers, how do you feel about marrying outside your race or dating? And this for the people in the chat too. We're gonna get the people in the chat involved. Let us know how you feel about marrying outside your race and dating outside your race. Is Shalakia Allah wrong for doing some screens like this and putting them up in here? Is he wrong for saying this? But we'll start with you two brothers. How y'all feel about this?
Okay. You want to go first, Makia, or you want me to go?
You can go ahead, sir.
Okay, Khan. Appreciate that. I feel the way God feel. If you call yourself following the Most High, you gotta, he tells you his ways is not your ways.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he set up in this thing, it might sound racist or prejudiced, but that's the Lord God. That's how he gets down. You got to get down the way he get down, not the way you feel and what man tell you to do. If he tells you you're the top nation, then that's what it is. Would you rather be the bottom? You're at the bottom now. How do that feel?
Damn right.
How to feel? The pagans, the other heathens, these other nations that God has no relationship with is ruling the earth and in the better position that you are in. See, this is a result of us not following the ways of the Most High. So for me to get out this condition, I got to realize how I got in this condition. So therefore, if the Lord say don't make no marriage with them, that's the final word. It don't matter what you feel, what you think. And I yield.
Damn right. That's heavy, sir. Baki, you got something towards that?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Growing up in the area we grew up in, thinking about the interracial products of interracial marriages. Me and my rib was just discussing this last night. A lot of them kids have issues mainly because they don't know what group to fit in. They don't know if they can hang out with us, the Judah, the blacks, or the Edomites. So that and mentally that messes with them. So you have to be mindful who you are marrying out here in the world, because a lot of values and what's instilled in us is not instilled in all groups. So I'll yield my time. I'll just leave it there.
Yeah,
damn right.
Shalak, I'm gonna tell you. Like, remember, I was talking to you about where I'm from and where So all the brothers that was in my neighborhood that I grew up with, it's only like 3 of us. I'm one of them that just don't have to have one of them on my shoulders. I don't have to have one of them. I mean, every last one of them is like signaling to me that their kids, they just got to bypass the sisters. The sisters is no good in their minds because they think when they get another nation, a white woman, that they made it. But that's just the beginning of trouble. That's your oppressor.
Damn right, sir.
That's your enemy, according thus said the Lord. And you look so little. I don't know what that is. I know it's something spiritual that their mindset, especially where I come from. I mean, it used to drive me crazy growing up, watching these brothers just all the sisters in there. They just run right past them, dog them out, call them names, nappies and all that stuff, and run to the other nations and marry them.
God.
Right, and we all seen it.
We all
seen it.
And crazy, I'm like, man. I can tell, like in my spirit, that now I'm more mature. I'm where I'm at right now in life. I can tell because I never went for that. My family all know that. I taught my son that's a no-no. That's a no-no. You're not allowed to date them. And I didn't even know who I was at the time. My spirit always was like, no.
Kind out of one kind.
No,
you did.
Those
right.
are enemies.
And we know when they get grown, they're gonna do what they want to do and all that kind of stuff. But
and my grandfather, I got to give him credit. Even though he wasn't so much connected to the Most High, but he was better than my grandmother because he knows about those things. He's like, no. He would say, only good sager is a dead sager. I said, wow. And that's how I grew up. That's a no-no.
And that's heavy.
Yep. So I yield on that one.
And let's see. I asked the question as well in the chat. I see look like my rib. Now Amashah says it was forbidden to date outside of our race in my family. My mother wasn't having it at all. Damn right.
Miss Mary.
She wasn't having it. She wasn't
Yeah.
having it. Oh no, you're not dating nobody outside of your race.
That's right.
See, and really that's instilled in everybody, really. Because even when you see brothers hook up with a person outside our race and you get to going around their family, you get this crazy feeling inside you. Because I done talked to brothers that we know, when we all know them. I done talked to brothers, they go over some of their family's house and they get to looking at them real crazy, especially when Uncle Jeffrey and Uncle Todd comes into town and they got their wife and they looking at you real crazy. You come in that house with a nigga, they looking like, and then you get in the faces, so as soon as you leave, she's dating that. She's dating him. Or on the flip side, are you kidding me? Paul hooked up with her. What is her name? Like Tanisha or something like that. See, they be doing stuff like that. It's just all that. It's just crazy, man. And you gotta try to force. Well, why are you dogging me out? I'm a human being. No, they got the feeling in them like we got the feeling in us. We know it ain't right and it ain't supposed to be. And we're gonna go into it with these scriptures. But go ahead, sir. What you about to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know it's gonna come to a culture shock for you other heathens that we feel this way. We feel the same way about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot, but you see, but you mistake it because you see a lot of sellouts amongst our people. But we feel the same. Like you don't like us, we don't like y'all either. I'm one of them. I'm cordial. I'm polite, but I didn't find y'all interesting. I didn't like y'all
at all. You're not salt.
You're not salt. And you're not pepper. You're damn right.
You ain't none of them seasonings.
No seasoning.
They that new kind of seasoning. Bland.
Bland.
Put some of that bland on them eggs.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah. Hey, that one kind of mayonnaise that ain't got no flavor, man.
Yeah, but it's stank.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's
stank. Craziness, man. Brothers and sisters, what we trying to say? Stick with your own kind.
There's nothing wrong
better
with it.
For your health.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's confusing those kids. Think about it.
Yes, it is.
You mess your kids up when you do that, and you hate your kids because of your lust.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We've got one more before we continue on. Let's say that's my rib. Now I'm a shot again. She said, "I think everything is better in color."
Oh, you don't like black and white TV? That's what she said.
She said she couldn't wait till that Curtis Mathis floor model came out with the color to it.
with that beta on the side of it.
Yeah, right. She said them days of that black and white with the antenna on the top.
Right.
That was it. We put that in the past, man. Then them damn plasmas came out. It was just like, woo, you in there now.
Mm-hmm.
See, we plasmas. You understand?
That's right.
That's what we are. All right, let's see what we got going on next here. That was a question I asked. Also asked the same question in the chat. Now Amashah answered. Now, here we go. Let's get into it. What does the Bible say about some of this stuff? Y'all done heard us talk about it. You done heard us give our opinion. You done heard us give our thoughts. We asked people in the chat their thoughts. So let's see what the Bible's saying about this. Go ahead, Bakiar, whenever you want. Bakiar, as soon as I go to the page, you can start reading.
Yep. Deuteronomy 7:3. Chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
See, this verse proves that we are not permitted to have sexual relations with other nations outside of our own Israelite community. We are not to have relations of any kind with other nations. Let's keep going.
Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land.
That they all married wives of what?
Of their own kindred.
Of their own kindred, their own kind, their own community, their own nation.
Own kinfolk, kindred, your
kindred.
kinfolk.
Yep.
Yes, they didn't go outside. They stuck with the script. We are not to make marriages, have sexual relations with any of these other nations. This
Not our
is
words.
kind out of one kind. This is forbidden by the Most High.
Forbidden.
We are to stay with our own race, Period, point blank. These scriptures is going to tell you. We just reading. We just messengers.
That's all we doing. We just reading.
Just read. We ain't make none of this up. Go read it yourself.
Imagine if you went hooping and hollering, foaming at the mouth, and rolling on the floor, and you actually read the Bible.
That part.
And stop people for tricking you for reading the whole Bible. The Bible's a whole book. It ain't the old and the new. It's just one book. Imagine if you was reading these scriptures instead of having a concert and a show. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. Look, we're actually reading the Bible that you guys are getting mad about.
And that's
heavy. That. Who knew that was in the Bible?
They never had a clue.
Speaking in tugs and walling in the floor.
Yeah, walling, shouting and jumping up and down. Right. Everybody doing the same stupid dance that they do in there. They get on my nerves.
Right.
Just being stupid.
They just don't get it, man.
Acting no fool in there. Do you see how they act in there? Hey, Shalak, real quick. Yes. Was you falling out slain in the spirit when you was in the Christian church?
When I was what?
Fall out?
Man, hey, my rib might get mad for saying this, but and my rib did it one time, man. We was in.
You gave a courtesy.
We went to this. We had a nerve to go to this damn white church, man. Oh, and they had a brother. They had a brother come there. They had a brother come there from down in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Some kind of prophet or something they called him. I can't think what his name is. That brother came on over there. He went down the line, praying on people and hitting their head, and he hit me and my ribs head at the same time. Now I'm a shot. He hit us at the same time. And we wouldn't go nowhere. We was just standing there. He went like this. So finally, we just looked at each other. And we was like, "Oh shoot! I guess everybody else falling down to the ground." So we fell down on the ground. Then when we fell on the ground, we looking at each other. We doing this shit right here to each other on the ground. We doing that on the ground like, what the hell?
Bakia.
We just found out. Bakia, you ever
his head. Touch his head. And now the child like this.
He said, "Bum, cut it out there and hit you." You like, what the hell? This nigga right here, man. No power in that at all. It was phony as hell, man.
Doing the boogaloo.
You laid there looking up.
Man, I lay there looking like, well, we just looked at each other on the ground like, and we looked like this shit phony as hell, man. That's what we was basically saying to each other.
Hey, they thank you. Pastor so-and-so give you, he thank you for giving that courtesy fall.
Right.
Looking around.
Right. Can you see that screen right there?
Yes, Nehemiah chapter 13, verses 23 through 27.
Mm-hmm.
In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod of Ammon, and of Moab.
Now look at that. This is interracial marriage right here. This is unlawful in God's eyes. They're saying in there, we cannot marry unto other nations, such as Japanese, Chinese folks, any of them other nations. He's saying that's what he's saying. See, what's that? Ammon is Japanese and Moab is Chinese. We went over that earlier. Ashdod, I didn't mark down. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Priest and Officer Malakama, you know who Ashdod is?
Yeah, Ashdod, if I'm not mistaken, is the Ashkenaz, the Jews in the land right now, because the scripture says Israel shall be trodden down by Ashdod, right?
The white folks.
Yeah, that's the Jewish. That's the Jewish people.
Okay, got you. So you got Jewish. It's telling you Jewish, Japanese, and Chinese is the other nations we are not to be dealing with. And did you want to you was looking something up, sir? Or you want us to keep?
I got you right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Zechariah 9:6. And a bastard should dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, and I will take away his blood out of his mouth and his.
So yeah.
So this is Ashdod, the bastard is dwelling in the land. So the bastard's in the land right now.
So we are to stay away from them. Ammon, who are the Japanese, Moab, who are the Chinese, all them other nations that I showed you earlier and we went over. Stay away from them. That's what they say in verse 23. Go ahead, Bakiar.
Verse 24. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people.
Now, see that? We marrying into these other nations and having babies with these other nations, and they speak half their languages and can't even speak our own damn language. Can't even speak our ancient Paleo-Hebrew language under our ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue. Good night. Keep going.
Verse 25. And I contend with them and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves.
See, in particular, in this verse, it's showing how we have been cursed. We have had health issues such as loss of hair and going bald behind marrying our sons and daughters to those other nations. We got to chill that. We got to chill out with that, man. We got to chill out.
And I want to bring something out real quick.
Go ahead.
And Doe, Shalat, you know the people I'm talking about. Majority of them people that intermarried, their byproducts all had receded hairlines by the time they was 19, 20 years old. Straight
con.
So
that's heavy.
This is showing you right here. This is a result of that.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy and very true.
You know I ain't lying. Every last one of them.
That's very, very true right there.
Verse 26. Did not Solomon king of Israel sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like them, who was beloved of his God. And God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin.
In verse 27.
Shall we then hearken unto you to do all things great evil, to transgress against our God and marrying strange wives?
See that? See, this is heavy, man. All these scriptures right here. Because, and basically, especially 23 through verses 23 through 26, it show how, we have a commandment in place from the Most High, for the Most High God, showing that we are not to have marriages, relationships, or sex with other nations. We are to stay with our own nation, and that's our nation of Israel, Israelites. Not the white folks that's living over in Israel right now. We talking about the people who belong there, who are from there naturally, and that's our homeland. Not the people that's over there now. Those are imposters. They're just occupying over there right now because it was empty for so long because we done defied the Most High, and the Most High allowed things to happen to get us up out of there because we don't deserve to be there. And them people don't deserve to be there either. Look what they're doing over there, but he doesn't care about them because he didn't set them apart. He set us apart. And that's something that you got to get through your head. You're going to keep saying all night long, neither shalt thou make marriages with them other nations.
Go
ahead, sir.
I want to read something about the Ashdod regal, so make sure I got this right. And a bastard should dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. A mob of half-breeds will settle in Ashdod, and the Lord himself will. Let me see. Well, we're going to move on. I didn't get no more. Well, go ahead. We just move on. I'm trying to make sure I was correct about what I was saying.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
And just to add something too, like in this we started at verse 23 and we read through 27. But what we got to realize out there, people that's tuning in the chat and everywhere else, why is God so cold towards this? That's what the question you're asking. Why is he doing this? Like, why won't he let us marry who we want, right? God commanded us not to do these things. And secondly, if you go back up to like verses 1 and 2, you'll get great context from it. Now, I didn't add that to this slide, but what you'll read in that verse 1 and 2 in Nehemiah, the 13th chapter, is that it says, on the day that we read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonite and the Moabite should not come into the congregation of God forever. And then verse 2, it says, because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them, that he should curse them. Howbeit, or God turned the curse into a blessing. Now, if you confuse Balaam, Balaam was a renowned diviner from Mesopotamia. You understand? He was ordered by King Balak to curse Israel, who were camped out near Moab, which is near China today. When God commanded him to go out and bless the children of Israel, he did the opposite and followed King Balaam instead. But I'm sorry, not Balaam, but King Balak. He went and followed him instead and was actually cursing the Israelites. And so, y'all got to understand, man, my Akim here in this class may remember Balaam from the whole, y'all might remember him from that whole talking donkey thing, that incident that took place in, I believe it was Numbers, the 22nd chapter. Mm-hmm. When an angel came from the Lord, and what was it? I think the angel came from the Lord, and when he blocked Balaam's path, and only the donkey saw the angel and stopped leading Balaam, and it got to the point where Balaam like beat it until God opened the donkey's mouth to rebuke him, and that probably scared the living out of him.
Yeah.
But that's heavy.
Yeah, the Moabite was trying to tell them that you can't curse the nation of Israel. Mm-hmm. And so he was beating the animal until the angel came and spoke to the donkey's mouth. And he said, you'll see this angel standing before me to slay me.
Yeah, that donkey's eyes open up wide like.
Could you imagine being around that time? I had a heart attack.
Start speaking English. Hey, nigga, do you know who you whooping, nigga? Nigga, do you know who I am? That'll scare the hell out of somebody.
Right, hell yeah.
Right. Goddamn donkey talking, man. What the hell? You're supposed to be a
way before the days of Mr. Ed. Way before that shit. That's where they got the idea from.
Right. Yeah, that's where Mr. Ed and all that come from.
So like what the donkey said again?
Nigga, do you know who you is? What's wrong with you, fool?
Right.
Nigga. Oh, shit.
Let me see here. Is that too small, Bakiar?
No, it's good. It's too wild.
Okay.
Ezra chapter 9, verses 1 through 3. Now, when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites.
See, so right here in this Ezra 9 with verse 1, this verse is still showing how our Israelite leaders are giving up. They're basically giving a. They came in. The Israelite leaders came in and gave an updated report to Ezra. You understand? And Ezra, they gave that report to him about how our priests, which is the Levites, still have not separated themselves from those other nations, actively doing willful sins and abominations. They were partaking and marrying them, along with taking part in their religious practices. So how do we know this? Let's go into verse 2.
Verse 2. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and the rulers have been chief in this trespass. Verse 3. And when I heard this thing, I ripped my garment and my mantle and plucked off the hair of my head and of my beard and sat down astonished.
And you know, back in those days, you know, it was shameful for you not to have a beard and to have a bald head. So that lets you know just how upset and disappointed our brother Ezra was to the people, as well as deeply concerned about what happened to them after this great sin and breaking of the law. So to the point that Ezra got down on his knees and prayed to the Most High with great shame of our transgressions. So that goes to show you just how heavy it was to see a leader, see how concerned a leader is when he see us going off into some madness, because he know that we're gonna have to deal with the Most High, and it ain't gonna be good. So let's see what we got next here.
Ezra 9, chapter 9, verses 11 through 12. Which thou hast commanded by thy servants, the prophets, saying, the land unto which ye go to possesses it is an unclean land with the filthiness of the people of the lands, with their abominations which have filled it from one end to another with their uncleanness.
So this whole verse 11 is Ezra asking the Lord in his prayer, Lord, what should we say to them, man? What should we do after this diabolical breaking of your commandments? He said, this land you commanded to us to go in and possess it. It is now unclean and filthy and full of other nations' abominations. Just a hot mess. Keep going.
Verse 12. Now therefore give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever, that ye may be strong, and eat of the good of the land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever.
So he said, well, like I said, and commanded you niggas so many times before, do not go into this land and marry your daughters unto those other nations' sons, and vice versa. Do not allow your sons to marry or have relations with those other nations' daughters, regardless of how bad things are in this land. He's trying to get the point. You know, our people are some stiff-neck ass people, man. They don't listen to nothing. They got their own agendas in mind. It's a hot mess, man. We just keep telling you, neither shalt thou make marriages with them other nations. Let's see what we got next.
Ezra chapter 10, verses 2 through 5. And Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Ezra, we have trespassed against our God and have taken strange wives of the people of the land. Yet now there is hope in Israel concerning this thing. Verse 3. Now therefore let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives and such as are born of them according to the counsel of my Lord, and those that tremble at the commandment of God, and let it be done according to the law. Verse 4. Arise, for this matter belongeth unto thee. We also will be with thee. Be of good courage and do it. Verse 5. Then arose Ezra and made the chief priests, the Levites, and all Israel to swear that they should do according to this word, and they swear.
Now, see, these verses is basically where our brothers and our sisters, the Israelites, had a light bulb moment. You understand? Where they realized the depths of their sins, their transgressions, and they basically decided to try to right those wrongs for a change. So they decided to put away these strange wives and divorce them. So they make a covenant to do right by the Most High. So Ezra, what he did, he brought them all together with the chief priests, you know what I'm saying, the Levites, and made them swear, according to the word of God, that they will never do this great sin ever again. He held them to the fire, basically made them put an oath together to stick to this. And that's what they saying in these in verses 2 through 5. Let's see what we got next.
Ezra chapter 10, verse 10. And Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed, and have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra 10 and 11. Chapter 10, verse 11. Now therefore make confession unto the Lord God of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people of the land and from the strange wives.
He said, join them.
Separate.
He said, separate. Separate yourselves from the people of the land and from the strange wives. Strange wives in this text right here is talking about women that you married from another nation. What's the title of this? Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. You see it going all the way through here. The brother Bakiar just read. Now therefore make confession unto the Lord, all caps, God of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people of that land, from the land, and from the strange wives, them other nations. Get rid of them Beckys. Get rid of them East Indians. Get rid of them Africans. Get rid of them Greeks. Get rid of them Italians. We are to not deal with them. That's what he's saying right here. Ezra making it real clear. We got a covenant. We got to stand on. And this is a law, a statute, a commandment. We got to stand on that. All right, let's go in Judges.
Judges chapter 3, verses 6 through 8. And they took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and served their gods.
Now, see, what's happening here in the book of Judges, the 3rd chapter. This is the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They're in a land where we are dwelling amongst other heathen nations, such as the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Hittites, Hivites, Jebusites. The Most High is testing our gangster right now. And by seeing if he doing it by saying if we will defy him and not hearken to his laws, statutes, and commandments. Much like here in America, we are among other nations that have other gods, homosexuality, drugs, whoremongering, pedophilia, ass shots, face altering, men having surgeries to become women, women becoming preachers and teachers of men. You get the point. He has us dwelling amongst them to see if we will fail him. What did we do? We took their daughters to be our wives and married our daughters unto their sons. Once again, keep reading.
Judges chapter 3, verse 7. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and forgat the Lord their God, and served Balaam and the groves. Judges chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them unto the hand of Cushkirshanathim, king of Mesopotamia, and the children of Israel and Cushkirshanathim 8 years.
See, and these verses here, 3 through 8, it shows why the Most High was angry and sold us into captivity. You understand? you can go to a precept, and there's a precept. I got it written down right here real quick. The precept is in Baruch, which is in the Apocrypha, and it's Baruch 4, and it's verses 6 and 7. It says, "Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies." Verse 7, "For ye provoked him and made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God." So this is Baruch piggybacking off of what you see in verses in Judges 3 through 8. He's telling you, man, you keep not listening to the Most High. You sold out to the other nations, so you got sold to the nations because you moved God into wrath. You made him angry because you just keep on defying him, and he keep giving you chance after chance after chance, to the point that you have now provoked him to put you up under those people. And you want to know why white folks run America? Why they run a lot of these other countries? Why we up under them? Is because we provoked the Most High way too many times, to the point that he said, okay, now you're going to serve them. So when we need water, we got to go to them. When we need food, we got to go to them. When we need a job, we have to go to them. You need to turn that heat on in your house. You got to go to them to get the heat to come in your house. Get the point? At some point, you're going to listen when he tell you, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Don't kill the messengers. Don't kill us. Don't get off of here when this class closed and say, man, they just mean. They racist, man. They racist. And they know me and they know my wife and they being racist now. Well, tell you something. If I got to choose between you and the Most High, Yahweh, I'm rocking with the Most High every time. Because I ain't afraid of that man who can kill me or take me out. I'm afraid of that God who could kill me and my soul. You understand? If he give me some law, statutes, and commandments that the first half of my life I did not do, you can make damn sure at this point in my life, I got to give it all to him. That's why I'm in here. This is why I'm in the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, because I got tired of playing with God, and I got tired of, I'm sick and tired of being tired. I'm tired of having to go to these other folks and just have them over me all the time. I want to start doing things like the Most High intended for us to do out the gate. And it ain't too late. It is not too late. You call up the school, go on ISUPK.com, look for schools in your town, like I told you at the beginning, and look for schools in your city or state. Call the number that you see on that school, and we'll get you in there. But that's up to you. I just want you to know, us three brothers on here, we all work jobs. We don't get paid to do these classes. We do these classes because we're doing the work of the Lord. And we with him. So if you're getting bothered, and we know you, we know your white wife, we know your East Indian wife, we know you and your African wife, right? This ain't no offense towards y'all. But what this is this is the home of the truth in the ISUPK.
That's right.
So we're going to tell the truth every time. We don't spare no feelings.
Piggybacking on what you said, because you know what their famous go-to line is, that you're taking scriptures out of context. We've been reading scriptures all night, and this is not saying that. What you're saying, we're taking out of context. There's too many scriptures saying the same thing.
Same thing.
For you to sit there and tell us, or you'll go and say, that's the Old Testament, that's the old Masonic law. Well, last time I checked, y'all, when I said in there, you guys agreed with the scripture that God changed not.
God.
So how if this is not applied then, it don't apply now, that means God changed. So therefore, God is a liar then. But you're not going to say that, right? Because we know he's not. You're just not consistent in what you're reading and believing. You're letting somebody think for you. These scriptures have been for thousands of years. They hadn't changed. Israel always walked by themselves. They didn't never join nations. Even when they want to build the temple back again, that he said, "What do you have to do with me? What do you have to do with thee?" You know, paraphrasing. They didn't even want you to help build their temple back up. So I don't know how you allow someone to manipulate your mind to the fact that you don't want to even hear sound doctrine.
Damn right, sir. That's heavy. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. Get these kings up.
1 Kings chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites.
Now, see, in this 1 Kings 11:1, King Solomon had a long history of dealing with these other nations' women, man. Even though he knew the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, his lust and fleshly desires had him ignore the Most High and just went on and went after these strange women. This scripture shows how he had him an Egyptian woman, had him a Chinese woman, had him a Japanese woman, white broads, along with other women. This dude was crazy with it, man. He just totally defied the Most High. Keep reading. Go ahead. You got something to say, sir?
No, what you were saying, just because you're reading these scriptures, just because someone do something, that don't make it right in the eyes of the Lord. Trust and believe that.
1 Kings chapter 11, verse 2. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love.
See that? So just like I illustrated in my breakdown of verse 1, Solomon didn't give a crap about what the Lord commanded us about dealing with strange women from other nations. Now they have made him turn on the Most High and started to follow their gods and their customs and all that mess he got going on. Keep going, Bakia. Oh, go. You got something to say, sir?
Yeah. I want to read, Bakia, read that 1 Kings 12, 1 Kings 11:2 again. And I want you to focus on that, their gods.
Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn you away your heart from after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love.
See, the other nations have other gods. You hear that? And this is a result of what we're living today, because we follow after other nations and their gods. This is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's not the God of the other nations. And that's clear. It's plain. That's not taking that out of context. They have other nations. Have that changed today as we speak today?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
And that's what I wanted to add. This is why we're under the curses, because we want to turn away from what our traditions are to follow their traditions, to have Christmas trees and light the shit, all that. That's not our tradition. That is not our custom to follow any of that crap.
I'm right.
And Christmas is coming up next. That's another God.
That's another God.
Thanksgiving just happened.
Just passed
the other week. That wasn't our God.
Right.
And they even tell you in the Bible, don't eat food sacrificed to idols.
Right.
So y'all having that little dinner eating, and you're eating to it. That's not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's not your God. Because if that was think about it, we had all the same God. We should be all in the same condition if we had the same God. But this God is a just God that we're talking about here. And he judged the 12 tribes, because the 12 tribes were giving the oracles of God, not the other nations. That's why when you read these scriptures, it say other gods. They haven't changed their gods. They're not sitting beside you with you. You understand what I'm saying, Shalak?
Damn right.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. Wake up. Wake up out delusion because it's not lining up.
Con out of one con. Let's see, where was we at? I think we was in 13.
First
Kings 11 and 3.
11 and chapter 11, verse 3. And he said, even he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines.
This dude was all out of pocket.
Yeah, this
Much polygamy.
Much polygamy.
Right.
It's cool in the Most High's eyes for you to have, multiple wives. But when you start adding the concubines and all this other stuff,
Other nations. Right.
Yeah.
He's thirsty.
Right.
Thirsty. And on top of that, they strange wives.
Strange wives.
Other nations. Concubines, other nations.
Right.
This nigga just said, "Hey man, damn that Russian man, shit, that ass fat right there. Let me give it to you. I want her."
Right.
Did he say it was fat? Did he say it was fat, Sherlock? We ain't gonna say that. He said flat. He said flat.
Yeah, that ass flat.
No, I ain't gonna let you get away with that one.
Yeah. God, sir.
We ain't doing that.
That's heavy. I stand to be corrected.
All right. Okay, proceed on.
Finish it out, and his wives turned away his heart.
Yeah, see, turned his heart away from the Most High.
Turned his heart away from God.
And this was our leader. And check this out: one of the smartest man ever in the history of man.
But love.
One of the most intelligent dudes ever in the history of man.
Most wisest,
most wisest person ever.
But even with his wisdom, he can fall to his lust, his desires, which is in contrary of the Most High God.
That devil in the blue dress.
That's it. Let's see what we got here. Esdras.
First Esdras chapter 8, verse 69. The nation of Israel and the princesses and the priests and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, Hittites, Pharisaites, Jebusites.
Parasites.
Was it again, sir?
Parasites.
Parasites, okay. Jebusites and the Moabites, Egyptians and Edomites.
So here we go again. Just like in Ezra, only this time in Esdras. Our brothers and sisters have married unto strangers outside of our race again. So Esdras wound up doing the same thing that Ezra did. He was ashamed, just like Ezra was, and tore his clothes, ripped out his hair, even cut his hair. He went bald, and which meant that you are shameful when you are bald. You understand? Esdras then prayed to the Most High with great sorrow and hurt for the sins of our brothers and sisters. Then our brothers and sisters, the Israelites, they heard his prayer. They heard his cries. They felt so horrible about it, about their sins, that once again, they wanted to right their wrong, just like we did with Ezra, and vowed to not do it again. So what did Esdras do? Esdras, just like Ezra, held them to the fire and made them sign an oath with the chief priests, the Levites, and stand on what they said. Keep going.
First Esdras chapter 8, verse 70. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rules and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity.
So they've been partakers of this great sin. And you keep saying it over and over and over again. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. We are not to deal with other nations. They are a strange people to the Most High God. We're not to deal with them. You keep saying it over and over again. You notice we're giving you precept after precept. We're going into different scriptures, different parts of the Bible, and you seeing the same thing.
Same thing.
Right. Huh.
Same thing.
Well, you hear right here In that first Ezra 8. Go back, Shalak, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, go back a little bit. Go back one, where we was at.
The Kings?
No, go forward.
First Esdras 8 and
go
6.
forward again. Let me see.
This
Go back. I see it now. I see it.
All right.
Go back. It's talking about you see it right here on First Ezra 8 and 70. It says the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. That's racist. Do you hear how this guy deals with? He picks and chooses what he loves, what he hates, and what he makes great, what he makes mediocre, and what he makes low. He's a God of order. He's not telling you that all people are the same in here. They're telling you when Israel mixed with the other nations is not. He doesn't like that. He's not feeling that because he's the God who made all things to make it for what he wants to be. It tells you what is that Romans where he says, "Don't the potter have power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel of honor and the second vessel of dishonor?" What's dishonor? That's not honor. It's not honor. And this is what God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, is about. He's possessive. He's controlling. He wants his people, even though he made all people, but he chooses what he likes and what he doesn't like. Just like you pick your shoes, you pick what car you like. You do that. God is the same way. Why he ain't allowed to be that way? He's the creator of all things, so he can like what he like and not like what he don't like.
Kind out of one kind. Let's get these others. So we getting close to the end. Just everybody on the chat, everybody watching, hang in there with us.
First Esdras chapter 9, verse 7. So Esdras arose up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed the law in marrying strange wives,
Here we go
thereby
again.
to increase the sins of Israel.
Keep reading.
First Esdras chapter 9, verse 8. And now by confessing, give glory unto the Lord of our fathers. First Esdras chapter 9, verse 9. And do his will and separate yourselves from the heathen of the land and from the strange women. First Esdras. Go ahead, sir.
No, I'm saying there it go again. Keep reading.
Yep. First Esdras chapter 9, verse 10. Then cried the whole multitude and said with a loud voice, like as thou hast spoken, so will we do.
Now, and this Esdras, this first Esdras here, chapter 9, verses 7 through 10. This is Esdras saying to the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you have sinned greatly by marrying these strange women and by our daughters marrying these strange men. Why only increase? This only increases the sins of Israel even worse. He said, this is now time to confess thy sins and give all the glory to the Most High. Separate ourselves from these damn heathens in the land and from the strange women. He's saying blacks, Hispanics, natives, leave them white brides alone. Leave them Chinese and Japanese chicks alone. Do not lay an eye or a finger on these other nations. Marry amongst each other in your own nations. Then all the Israelites agreed with Esdras, much like they agreed with Ezra. You understand? And this is real loud. These scriptures is ringing out loud. You should hear these. They should be coming in your soul. We are not to deal with them other nations. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Period. Point blank. Let's keep going.
Numbers chapter 25, verse 6 through 8. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Numbers chapter 25, verse 7. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, and the priest saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand.
Keep going.
Numbers chapter 25, verse 8. And he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. That's heavy.
Now, that's real heavy. And what's going on? Salakia, sir?
He was mad. He went through 2 bodies with a javelin.
He was pissed.
Right.
He was pissed. And see, what's going on here is that the Israelites are weeping at the tent of meeting due to the plague from the Most High. They tired of this for their idolatry with the Moabites. Their idolatry. They're dealing with Chinese folks. Out of all people, one of our Israelite brothers, he just brazenly brings a Midianite woman into his tent in front of everyone, leading to the what's that? The Phinehas. You know, Phinehas, in case you didn't know, that's Aaron's grandson, one of the Levites. So that means he's a Levite, which means he's a priest, part of the priesthood at that time, right? So he leading Phinehas, Aaron's grandson, taking a spear and killing both the man and the Midianite woman, which put a stop to the plague, demonstrating a zealous act of divine justice and purification against the blatant sin of immorality and idolatry. So that let you know just how much he want to show the Most High. I'm gonna end this once and for all. God, you keep telling us you're gonna be with us if we stick to what you told us to do. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. I'm about to deal with this right now. He took a javelin and went in there and just destroyed both of them. He destroyed both of them. He thrust it through them. I mean, he stabbed that javelin. He took it right through them, taking it in there, just taking them out.
Right.
You know, he went insane on them. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. This is how serious this was. This brother unalived somebody so the plague could stop. Because you read at the bottom, it says, so the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And it stopped. It means it stopped when he killed that. He had something had to die. The sin had to die for Israel to survive, to move on. And he stopped it right there with unaliving somebody. That's deep. This God that we're dealing with right now is not a pansy. He's not a pushover. He's not a punk.
At all.
God of justice. And even in justice today, if you do a heinous crime, they're going to give you the electric chair. They're going to unalive you. They got to cut that seed off. They got to cut that plague out. And that's what's going on here. And I don't understand why you think this God is something to play with. It says it's a terrible thing to fall in the hands of the terrible God.
And what's he a God of?
He's God of war.
He's a God of war.
Yeah. What a person do when they war? They hand out flowers and loving everybody.
God, sir.
Candy. That's what he was doing. No. Y'all got this. You got this wrong. Someone came in and brainwashed you. The dragon, the devil deceived you. This is not the God of the Bible.
But God love everybody.
But well, I guess what? Well, then we all should be. We should all be suffering from the plagues, even the other nations. If we love everybody, because they're idol worshipers. They're idol worshipers. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not serving the God.
Damn right.
Isaac and Jacob. That's why we're here to bring it out so you can understand.
Yep.
Stop doing wrongs, and then we can get about this situation that we're in. If you listen to the Bible, all through the Bible, the children of Israel are going through turmoil. Then after so much time, a disposition of time, they come out of captivity. When are we going to come out of this captivity? Because we are slaves here. We were taken slaves. Just because we don't have the chains on us no more, don't mean another nation don't rule over us. We need our own nation. That's the moral of the story, that Israel straighten up and be the light to the Gentiles, to the nations, to show people how we should live and peace on earth. We go back home. This is what the moral of the story is. In case y'all didn't know, ain't everybody joining together. This is not what this Bible is talking about.
Not at all.
Salakia, sir. We don't have physical chains on it, but we got chains on our mind, which is
that's what I was saying. You don't have reading comprehensions if you can't read this and understand.
Con. If this
Damn
is
right.
not self-explanatory, we need to take you back to Franklin.
Yeah.
That building ain't no longer here no more.
And the bottom
Damn
line
right.
is, what's going to happen to you is what happened to this guy right here. There's what you said, Phineas.
Mm-hmm.
He was a grandson
Of Aaron.
This priest got jabbed. He got put to death, and that's what's going to happen to you guys for not following the laws of the Most High God. That's what's going to happen. Because one day we're going back home. That's the moral of the story.
Damn right, sir.
Understand that.
And this is why we're on here doing this class.
Right.
We are trying to not have that happen to you. We don't want the javelin in you.
Right.
We love our people. Mm-hmm. We want to go home and be amongst our people, doing the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High with right there in His presence. You understand?
Yeah. So if you're not Muslim mosque serving another God, you're prolonging our progress. You got more scriptures to go?
Yeah, I got a couple more to go, and then we
go ahead.
We're getting real close here.
Joshua chapter 23, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Take good heed, therefore, to yourselves, that ye love the Lord your God.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua chapter 23, verse 11. Take good heed, therefore, unto yourselves, that ye love the Lord your God.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua chapter 23, verse 13. Know for a certainty that the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall be snares and traps unto you, and scourges in your side, in your side, and thorns in your eyes, until ye perish from off this good land which the Lord your God hath given you.
Now, interracial marriage is harmful to your health. It could cause you great sorrow. The proof is in these verses 11 through 13. What's going on here is that Joshua is giving out a crucial warning to Israel, to the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, urging them to love the Lord our God by keeping His law, statutes, and commandments, and avoid intermarrying and associating with the remaining Canaanite nations. That's what the warning He's trying to put out to us right here. Let's keep going. We only got a couple more.
Proverbs chapter 5, verse 18. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Proverbs chapter 5, verse 19. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Proverbs chapter 5, verse 20. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger?
See that? So in verses 18 through 20, what the brother Bakiyar just brought out, this passage is from Solomon encouraging an Israelite brother to find joy and satisfaction in his marriage with a sister from his own nation. He's also letting him know the dangers of getting involved with strange women by urging him to cherish his wife as his fountain of blessing, enjoy her love, and these things, all enjoy everything about her. Man, we got some fine ass sisters, man. Get a sister in your own nation. You know what I'm saying? This is pleasing in the Most High's eyes. Plus, it's His commandment when it comes down to it. Let's go into it. I believe we got one more scripture. It's the last one of the night.
Leviticus chapter 21, verse 14. A widow or a divorced woman or profane or an harlot, these shall not he take, but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife.
Read that scripture one more time. I don't think they heard what you said with this one.
This a widow home. Or a divorced woman or profane or an harlot, or a hoe, these shall he not take, but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife.
So this chapter is about Moses speaking to his brother Aaron's sons, who are the priests, as was all the Levites. They were part of the priesthood. You know what I'm saying? From Moses and Aaron's family. The Most High commanded Moses to give them some game on his law, statutes, and commandments, especially on not dealing with strange women, among other commandments. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And for example, I believe in verse 7, it says, if you read 21 verse 7, I didn't mark it on here, but you read 21 verse 7, it's saying, they shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto the Most High. In other words, don't make a hoe a housewife. We hear this saying all the time with the rappers.
God.
You understand? Don't make a hoe a housewife. That's what he's saying.
That's
so
exactly
here in verse 14, he's saying, only marry a woman from your own people who is young and ready to be married, who has never been dealt with by anyone before. He don't want whores. He don't want whoremongering. He want that when she get dealt with, he want her dealt with by you for the rest of her life.
God.
You understand? And I believe that's the last scripture. We got any closing statements out, fellas?
That was a good class. I appreciate the work y'all brothers put in today and in the past.
Sir. Most High
I
in
do
Christ.
appreciate it. And that was a good class. I like talking about the other nations in case you didn't know that.
Damn right.
That's my pleasure.
Let's do it.
It's my pleasure.
You got any more closing statements or anything, Bakiar?
No, I'm good. I'm too wild.
Okay.
Come on, Baki. I know you got one more. You got one good story to tell.
No, we'll be going all night if you let me. I don't have my nap now. Y'all supposed to been up all day.
You got a good one in you. You live long enough. I know you got a good story to tell.
Hey, I see. Let me see. See my rib now. I'm a shout here. The 12 tribes of Israel showing love. We got Sister Nadaba on here. Excellent class. Shalom, Lord Christ. Yeah, damn right, sis. Most High in Christ. We just
you know what I wanted to say to Bakia.
What's
know
that?
What I want to ask you. Did you give him a courtesy fall? Come on, tell us about that one. I want to hear this one.
A courtesy fall. Where we going with that?
You told about your courtesy fall when they touched your head. They
in the church.
I thought that shit was ridiculous.
Yes.
So I never done that.
Talk about it.
Talk
about it. I want to hear it.
I used to laugh to myself how somebody who was so-called had their Holy Ghost and jumping around in one spot and just sit right back down.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to laugh because when I was in there, my cousin, I ain't gonna say her name, every Sunday. She only get the Holy Ghost when we in the church. She don't get it at home nowhere. She'll be in that church, and I like, man, I said, and I had to tell her, I said, I ain't gonna say her name, but I said, will you stop going to the prayer line every Sunday? I'm trying to get out of here. We've been sitting here for 4 hours. Church, black church go for all day.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be in there about 5 hours.
My ass hurt. I've been sitting so damn long. My legs is numb. I got some disabilities. My nerves is acting up. And I said, don't you go in that line today. I'm trying to go eat. And she'll go in that line anyways and fall out like a fish, flopping. And then get up and go play bingo.
Right. Right after service.
Sunday.
And if you go to the Catholic churches, right in service. Right downstairs.
Right in service. Right.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Go out, go eat. Go out, flop like a fish. Go play bingo and eat pork.
Right.
That's a good combination, ain't it?
Right.
Worship it on Sunday, which is not lawful. Catching the unholy ghost. The unholy ghost.
Right.
Go play bingo and then go eat some pork.
Yeah, eat your pork sandwich right in the basement.
And you call Bakia, you call that
in the crock pot in the basement.
Hot mess. Christian church is diabolical, man.
And you call that serving
right.
God.
Everything that's against scripture, you got it all in the church. Christmas tree, all of it. Cooking pork in the basement. Come on, man.
Everything.
Get these scriptures out and
trick or treat at the church.
The word of the Lord of God.
Damn right.
So,
right.
I just want to hear your Fallout story, but you didn't have one, so
that part.
Yeah, it's hard for me because I got a bunch of stories, but it's hard for me to not name names.
Right. I got you. I got you. But they used to do me, trying to do me and look at me, and then every time I go up to I never fall down. They will bypass me. They know I never fall out.
Because I got one in particular, the church of me and Shalak grew up in.
Else.
She had the coldest daughters, and Shalak, who know what I'm talking about, she had the coldest daughters in Maslin. She would catch the Holy Ghost like clockwork, same time every Sunday. Fall out. She sat in the same pew every Sunday. Fall out, get up,
do the same fallout.
The same fall.
You do the same fallout. Had it routine.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, and it was what do they call that? The show with the blackface and all that. It was a minstrel in that Christian church that me and Shalak grew up in.
Yeah.
Hey, Shalak, go ahead. Go. Okay, that's it. Go ahead. Let's get off the clock. We
get off there.
I just want you to put that. I wanted that on film. I wanted that recorded. I want to hear you falling out, but you didn't fall out. So I give you a big up.
All right, let me get into these.
And now I'm out there falling out, peeking under the pew.
Nama. You hear that, Nama?
Her husband,
that's my rib.
Looking at her like, I don't know. I feel you. Everybody else did it, so you did it.
Right.
I feel you.
All right,
but now we in the truth, so it don't matter now. We can laugh at it now.
God, good work, brothers. We just want to say good work with everybody who came in.
Okay, yeah. Let's
what we're supposed to do is get into the ISUPK security announcements real quick. These are the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. Started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. If after 6 months a brother or a sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10, which meant ma'asherah, which means a tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. I believe we got the Feast of Dedication coming up, other words known as Hanukkah. That'll be coming up on the 14th, December 14th. So be on the lookout for that. And obviously, the convocation we always have that's supposed to be every single week, and that's the Sabbath. So that's every Saturday. Sabbath is every Saturday. So definitely have that as our convocation we do all the time. If a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. Do a salute. Gonna salute out. All right. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atah. Okay. Do a courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alathan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Yajmatah. Class dismissed. We're going to end that. End that stream. End the stream. There we go. We ended the stream.
Is it you cut it?
Yeah, it's cut.